In this video, I'm going to analyze the Vex V5 Override Hero Bot. Hi, I'm Seth. I'm the lead designer and lead builder for Team 46311A Nocturnal, and today I'm going to analyze the Hero Bot. So I'm going to start off with the drivetrain. So as you can see, there's an Omni wheel in the middle, 4-inch Omni wheel. This is powered, and then there's 2.75-inch traction wheels on the ends. I do not like this drivetrain at all. I think this center wheel should... I'm considering that if you're building the Hero Bot, your team that probably doesn't have an excellent driver, this should be a traction wheel. I'd say if you have a team that's a good driver, a team with a good driver, then you should do all Omnis on your drivetrain. But for the Hero Bot and a less skilled driver, you should do traction wheels. Traction wheel here. And then these two should be 4-inch Omni wheels. The fact that they're traction wheels is really bad. And also the way the spacing is, these won't be both touching the ground at the same time, right? It's gonna be like wobbling up and down, which I really don't like that. Like especially, that's gonna make your turning inconsistent, because like a traction wheel will grab in the back, or maybe the traction wheel in the front will grab, and like that will determine your pivot point for how you turn. So I just really don't like that inconsistency from a designer's perspective. So what I would do to improve that, I would do like maybe move this cross brace to here where this motor is, and then do like a 44-watt 2-motor drive or 4-motor drive. No, you don't even have to sprocket them together. Also, something I don't like about this drivetrain is these wheels are cantilevered. That's really bad for structure. I don't like that. So maybe add like a C channel on the end to like make it a little stronger, maybe. But I would say what you should do for the drivetrain is just do like 44-watt, do a traction wheel somewhere, right? 2 4-inch wheels, 200 RPM direct drive, right? And then I think like on the ends you should put like little like 36 tooth, maybe 48 tooth gears, and the ends like as like anti-tips, right? So the second thing I'm going to talk about with this design is center of gravity. So this arm, it will obviously go up, right? It will go up, and when this goes up, it will go up pretty high, I think. So that will raise your center of gravity like a lot, right? So so that'll raise your center of gravity a lot, and so then it will be very vulnerable to tipping, especially paired with this in the back, which I don't like at all. This is 4 L channels of like structure bracing of structure. And this is excessive, in my opinion. I think this should be 2. Should get rid of probably like these middle ones. They don't seem to be doing anything. I think they're there for that, but like, you know, well, maybe you do for this pivot point. No, that could be a full long axle. You don't need these 2 in the middle. I think you can get rid of them. That would, because what I don't like about that is because they're vertical and they're right in the back. If you really, these will go like this, and then they'll just go over the back wheel and you'll tip, potentially. Another thing I was talking about is the arm length. So, a way to fix the center of gravity with the anti-tips should be okay, or okay, a little better. I still think you'd be vulnerable to getting tipped over by defense, but that's just going to be a thing, I think, with this year. Especially considering with this spot, especially considering that this drivetrain is only 12 inches. If you're going to really, really go crazy with improvements, make this drivetrain longer for more stability, but at that point, just build a different robot, right? Build a custom design, right? So, another thing I'm going to talk about is arm length. So when this arm is horizontal, the main factor restricting how long this arm can be is that there's 24-inch expansion limit, right? So when this arm is horizontal, it has to stay in 24 inches. But the thing is, it only goes to 19 inches. So I think this arm should be 6 inches longer, right? Because if it's 6 inches longer, it'll also be able to go up higher then, and it'll be able to score like more blocks before it hits like its height limit. Because like this in this configuration, it's gonna have a pretty low height limit. It's probably only gonna be able to score like 3 pins and then it's done. It can't really score anymore, I think. Next thing I want to talk about is this flywheel up here. If you have it, this should be a flex wheel, by the way. Preferably the 30A, I would say. The lightest gray one. What I really don't like about this flywheel is that I think it's powered by the same thing that makes this arm go up. And I might be mistaken there. I don't see any other way this arm could be powered. So I think that's it. But like, that's so bad, right? Like, in order to turn this toggle, right? So you go to the toggle, you put the arm up, this will turn a little bit, right? That might be enough to get it to your color, or it might not be. If it's not, you have to back up, put the arm down, go back, put the arm up, and then yeah. I just don't like that at all. That's really bad to me. So my improvement there would just be make this flywheel powered by its own half motor. This doesn't, like if you use 44 watt on the drive, 11 watt for this claw, for the arm up down, 11 watt for the claw. You could do a whole 11 watt for the flywheel and still have 11 watt extra. So yeah, you're definitely okay with motor allocation. So I definitely think that flywheel should be separate. I think it should be on almost the whole time. And make that a flex wheel if you can. One other disadvantage I see with this robot is so a lot of the field blocks start vertically, right? And they're like oriented vertically. And that's also how the match loads are. But I think during the game, most of the field blocks will be knocked over just because robots are driving, hitting them aggressively, right? So this, I think, towards the middle and end of the game, the only blocks this will really be able to get. This can't intake horizontal blocks, I think. I don't think it can do it. There's no real way it can, I think. I don't see any good way it could do that, unless you could like tip it over somehow. Maybe, but that would be complicated and take a long time, right? So then the best way that this would get blocks is through the match loads, because those stay vertical. So then it could get blocks that way, but like, I think that's not ideal. But that's just a weakness, so it can't really be fixed with this robot. Another thing that I would say you should improve is this claw cannot spin. I think this claw should be able to spin this way. To flip the block, to flip the pins, to get the desired color on top in the scoring or in the scoring side, right? I think that's pretty necessary for the game. But this can't do that, so I think figuring out a way to do that is a key to making a hero bot actually competitive. But my thoughts on this are like, if you have anyone on your team that like really knows what they're doing, right? Unless you like really are totally new to Vex and you really don't know much about this at all, I don't think you should build this robot. It's not very good. The most important flaw in this design is the flywheel. Oh shoot, it's a flywheel. Because the rollers are so important, and this can barely do them. This can barely turn them well. If I'm right about that with the arm. Yeah, so. Yeah, also, one other thing. I don't like how high this battery is. I would think would be better if this battery was mounted like here. Like where these standoffs are. I don't know why those standoffs are there. Maybe for triangle bracing, but I don't think so. Thank you for watching to the end. Please like and subscribe. Good luck in Override.